Hi, and welcome to episode 37 of the Guy Who Sews podcast. My name is Sean, and this is my weekly podcast where I share my quilting adventures. I would like to welcome both new and returning viewers to the podcast today. And if you are new, I would love it if you took just a few moments to introduce yourself in the comments, because that way we know we have another new friend joining us today. As a note, any products, any patterns, or any channels that I mention in today's podcast where possible, I will put in the description below. But if you need additional information, please reach out. But let's go ahead and get started with today's episode with our works in progress. As many of you may already know, the main focus for me this week was getting my two quilts ready for the State Fair of Virginia Quilt Show. I am happy to say they were done right on time, and I was able to drop those off at the fairgrounds yesterday morning. So now they'll get judged and so forth, but we'll talk about that a bit later on. So I have been working on the Scrappy Diamond, and this is it as a review. I was working on the borders on the top and the bottom, and sadly, that's as far as I've got. I haven't had a chance to work on that one this week, but I hope to during the week. The other thing I've been working on is the Sweet Treats swap block. It's a little confusing because I just had a quilt called Sweet Treats, and this is a different one. But this is one of the blocks that one of the other ladies in my group sent me, and I thought it was really, really cute. And I had a live yesterday morning where I made this one. And then last night I also went ahead and made the one with the yellow that I didn't get time to do during the live. And so I have 10 more to do. I plan on using different colors just to be different, because 11 of these will be mailed out to the other people in my group. I'm really looking forward to that. Week in review, for anyone that is new, is just a series of clips of what I get up to during the week. It is mostly sewing, but there's also the puppies and a couple other things from time to time. So I hope you enjoy. Well, I hope you enjoyed the week in review video. If you did, I'd love it if you hit the like or thumbs up button. Last week I asked you guys what part or parts of the episode you enjoyed the most, and the overwhelming favorite was the week in review. And that makes me super happy because that's one of the portions that I really, really enjoyed putting together each week for you guys. And so I'm really, really happy to hear that you guys love it so much. I know some of you like the dog, some like the sewing, but no matter what, I'm super happy that you guys love it so much. This week's question is about your sewing space. Many of you guys know that my sewing space is my dining room, which also doubles as a home office when I work from home. But what about you? Do you have a dedicated space where you can sew all the time? Or is it a shared space where you may have to share like a bedroom or something else like that? Or do you have like a basement, shed, something like that? I'd love to hear what your sewing space looks like. Let me know in the comments. So in case you missed it, I had a live yesterday morning, and I called it a mystery project because I didn't know what it was going to be until about 11:30 on Friday night. We had a lot of fun, the chat was great, and if you missed it, definitely check that out. And this week, I'm actually going to have two lives because Monday is Labor Day in the US and Canada. I'm having another live at 8 a.m. So same time, different day. And I'm going to have a very special guest, one of my good friends, Courtney from Pieces Loving Quilting, and we're going to work on some whips. So definitely come by tomorrow morning and check out our live. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And then this coming Saturday, details is yet to be finalized, but it looks like I'm going to be doing a collab with another content creator. So keep your eyes out for information on that. So now it is time to talk about my goals. Now that the State Fair quilts are done, I can breathe one sigh of relief and then move on to some other projects. And I have quite a few on my list, but I love having different options to work on each day. The first one we've shown you in the past is the Somber quilt, which is this one here, and then this is the beautiful fabric that came in the kit with it. The Mythical Darksons, which I've shown you the pattern for and some of the fabrics, and I'm really looking forward to getting that started fairly soon. The Koala quilt I need to get basted and pinned and quilted really soon, because that really needs to be in the mail to get to my sister within the next month to 6 weeks or so. And then I also need to get my Sweet Treat blocks finished, the other 10, and get those in the mail because the deadline for that's only a couple of weeks away. So yeah, I have a lot going on, but I do enjoy the challenge, and it may not all get done at once, but that's kind of what I'm looking at in the near future. So in addition to producing my own videos, I do like to watch and support other content creators wherever I can, and I've picked two for this week. The first one is my friend Stephen Bland from Bland Designs and the Idiot Quilter. I just love his channel. He has so much different content, and there's really something there for everybody. I mean, he does a lot of wonderful interviews of different quilters. If you haven't checked out that series, definitely head over and check it out. His lives with Walter on Sunday afternoons are a hoot. Definitely go check him out if you haven't already, because I'm sure there's something there that would suit you nicely. And then I also have another gentleman quilter friend who's actually another Australian, Mr. Kendall Taylor, and he does a lot of great things. He does mostly projects with Pat Sloan, and even if you aren't doing the sew-alongs with him, his teaching style is fantastic. I think you really should go check his channel out because he's a lot of fun. I think you'd enjoy it. Last week I was showing in the week in review some of my ruler work, and I am very much a beginner at that, but a lot of you guys were asking about the rulers themselves, and I just wanted to show them off in detail just real quickly, so that way you kind of know what I have. These are all made by Quilter's Rule, and I'll put the link in the description below, but this is what I was using for the straight edges. I was using this one here. And then it also has like a triangle. It has, and then some smaller circles as well. So this is kind of just a fun little one to get you started. And then this one here has different curves of different sizes. And then I've used that like once or twice as practice. And then this one here is different size circles. Haven't used that one yet, but I hope to do some practice work with that soon. So basically what I did was when I went to buy the rulers, I just asked the salesperson, what would you recommend for a beginner, and this is kind of what they led me towards, so I just trusted them and went with it. And then to use these, you need a ruler foot, which is a thicker foot than usual. That way when the rulers go up against it, it's not jumping up and over and into your needles. So I think ruler work is a lot of fun. If it's something you're interested in, definitely look into it, because I think it would definitely help with your free motion quilting. So now it's time for completed objects. The first two are the quilts that I took up to the State Fair today. They will be judged, evaluated, and then hung ready for the State Fair. So we'll see the results for those in 3 weeks. I'm very excited to see how we do. I'd love to win a ribbon or two, but if I don't, it's okay. Yeah, I'll be a bit disappointed, but I gave it my best shot, and I'm very, very proud of what I was able to do. So the first one you've seen a couple of times is the Sweet Treats quilt, and just a bit of a close-up for anyone that's new that may not have seen the quilting on it. And this is just a design that I did myself. And you'll see on the back it has the nice hanging pockets, so that way they can go ahead and hang it and display it. And that is a challenge in itself because I've only done that a couple of times. But that one is done. The second one is the t-shirt quilt, and I went ahead and bound it and finished everything for late Friday night. I kept it right to the wire. And I ended up using the red that I put on the back as the binding, and I just think it turned out really, really nicely. Let's give you a closer view up here. And it's hard to show the entire t-shirt quilt in one go, but this is kind of how it looks. And I will put a video up here to show you more detail. I love hearing from you guys. A lot of you guys are my friends, and it's always good to connect with other quilty people. Always leave a comment if you want. And I'm also available on different social media platforms, and all that information is in the description. And if you haven't checked out our Discord group, please do so. It's a lot of fun. The ladies and gentlemen in that group are wonderful people, and we get up to a lot of fun just talking about quilting and other things. So definitely check that out. I hope you all had a great time watching today's episode. If you did, hit the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you all in the next video, which will be tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock with myself and Courtney. Hope you all have a great day and happy sewing. Bye-bye.